Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am giving you another speed build. I was super inspired to build my friend's house today. So my friend lives in the coolest little cabin house. She has a loft bedroom. It's just like this open space with just like a little bathroom. It's beautiful. I love it. It's so bright and green. She has all these beautiful plants everywhere. And she also makes her own jewelry. So she has like a little craft section in there. It is just gorgeous. It's something you'd see on Pinterest and you're like, damn, I want to live there. So I decided, damn, I want to build it. So here I am building my friend's house in The Sims 4 for you. So I'm just doing the exterior here, put in bb.move objects, which you will definitely need to turn on if you're planning on using this house, because I messed with a lot of items. I honestly don't even know if this house would work properly if you downloaded it from the gallery because of how much I was just moving items with the brackets and using 9 and 0 to like move them up and down and stuff like that. So yeah, there's items all over the place in this build, but I think it looks really good. We're right in the woods here. Another cool thing about this build is I'm only using base game, eco lifestyle, outdoor retreat, and cool kitchen. And the reason why I'm only using these packs is because the friend who owns his house, those are the packs that she has. So I wanted to be sure that she could download this and play it because it's her house. And I feel like that's only right. So thank you for letting me build your house. I hope I did it justice because I love it. It's so cute. So we live in Muskoka, which is known as cottage country. So there's just like pine trees everywhere, and there's evergreen trees everywhere, there's lakes everywhere, there's rocks everywhere, and this is definitely the vibe. So even though I just said we're only going to use those 4 packs, I did build on a lot in Brindleton Bay just because I really liked the way the background looked. I really just wanted it to like fit in to the like, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted it to fit in. I wanted to conform to everything around me. I just didn't want it to like stick out because I looked at a few lots in Willow Creek and Newcrest, and it was just weird seeing my friend's house, which is like in the middle of the forest, like right in a subdivision. So yeah, it was just weird to me. So yeah, I am building in Brindleton Bay, which is part of Cats and Dogs. So that's the only thing I may have cheated on. I'm just building a backyard right now, adding a picnic table. I also gave her a water recycler since we could use eco lifestyle. I do also end up putting solar panels on the roof as well for the same reason. I love eco lifestyle. Like, I'm not, okay, I won't lie, I'm not the biggest fan of the NAPs, but I do love the build items. That's my favorite part about eco lifestyle. I actually I actually recommended eco lifestyle to one of my friends, and then I like felt bad like right afterwards because I was like, what if they don't like it? Like, what if they don't like it? But I just love the build items, so it's one of my favorites. Oh yeah, I also was having a lot of a lot of problems with the size of the house. I At first I thought it was perfect. And then I went inside to make the floor plan, and I was like, oh, it's way too big, so I made it smaller. And then I realized I made it way too small, so then I ended up just putting it back to what it was. So guess what? I did get it perfect the first time. Yeah, I'm just kidding. But I wouldn't call this build perfect, but it is like pretty damn near close to what my friend's house looks like. Oh, and I did also do that little trick. I saw in Lil Simsy's stream. She was using platforms to make her apartments smaller. And it's just like where you take a big section, like use your platform tool and you push it all the way up so that it just looks like space that you can't use anymore. So that's what I did in the upstairs, since it is just the loft up there. I thought about like turning it into like a hidden office or something, but I decided against that because I really just wanted to stick to what the house actually looks like. And I also struggled a lot with the wood tones, as I'm sure everybody does in The Sims, because they're all over the place. All over the place. Um, so yeah. And I remembered at the last second that she also has carpet on this side. And I love these columns. I don't use enough columns inside my houses. And it was just one of those things. I was like, oh, she has a column like right there. Like, I think she better have a column there, or else I'm just gonna like look stupid. This is just how I remember it. Like, I don't actually have a picture of my friend's house. Like, I didn't go in and just like start taking pictures or anything like that. Like, this is just all from memory. And it's actually kind of funny. When I lived in Toronto, I was a maid for a little bit, so I was doing residential cleaning in like these really nice houses. So yeah, I shamelessly took a lot of inspiration from some of those really nice houses. So yeah, this is not my first time just like recreating something from memory. But I think that's something that we all do, like whether it's just looking up a picture on Google or just making your own house. I think it's just like a really fun exercise, and just a fun way to find different items. Like sometimes I'll picture something in my house if I'm like building my apartment, or my friend's house in this instance, and then I'll start searching the catalog like for that one item. I'm like, oh, they do have it. You know what I'm saying? So. And I was trying really hard to use that dresser in the closet, but I couldn't find anything that looked good on those shelves. So I just decided against it and got rid of it. I went back with my first closet idea. So my friend Becca uses this little corner of her house for making jewelry. She has a business called Jewels by Becca Jane. I will link it in the description below. She makes beautiful jewelry. I wear her jewelry every single day. It is beautiful, and she makes it all herself. Just gorgeous. Unfortunately, Sims can't make jewelry. We can knit in the nifty knitting packs. But one, that's not jewelry making, and two, we're not using the nifty knitting pack. So since we're using eco lifestyle, I gave Becca a candle making table instead. So there you go, Becca. There's your new hobby. You can start making candles. And I'm just making her little kitchen here. It's just like a little alleyway. And it's a lot more colorful in person because she has like all these cute mugs and dishes and stuff that you can see, but I didn't have like any cute mugs to choose from, so I chose random pots and pans and wine bottles. So I think that's good enough too. Oh yeah, and a kettle. I chose that too. And just I was trying to make it look cluttered, and I kind of gave up. Just kind of spaced it out a bit and moved on because I was just getting really frustrated with that. I was also frustrated that I couldn't use anything from cats and dogs because my friend has a beautiful black cat and a little hamster. But yeah, so I couldn't use cats and dogs or my first pet stuff. So I couldn't use either of those things. There's actually a lot of things I wanted to use in this build, but I was very limited by the packs. I wasn't expecting it to be so challenging. Like, I'd think of something like, oh, I'll just use this, but then like, oh, wait, I can't. Duh, that's like the whole point. So, and I think I'm just kind of like, I think I was honestly showing Dylan, my fiance, the build at this point. I was just like going through, I'm like, look, it's Becca's house. Doesn't it look just like her house? So, and here I do end up making the bathroom smaller, which I do have to adjust the landscaping outside a little bit. But the bathroom was just way too big. It was low-key bigger than the kitchen, and that was no good. So that had to go. I had to fix that a little bit, but did that in no time. Finished up the bathroom super quick. And I was going to put like kitchen cupboards above the toilet, but I don't know if you can do that. can Sims still use a toilet with like a cupboard over it? That might be like a really dumb question, but I was just way too lazy to check. So I just ended up putting a shelf over it, um, with some towels. And yeah, I'm just making sure I got enough plants in here. Because did I mention that my friend loves her plants? Like you walk in and it's just green everywhere. Like I did not even do it justice of how green it is inside of this house. Like there's just green vines hanging from like every wall imaginable. So, but I couldn't really do that, so I didn't. And I was also trying to remember so hard, like what was in that little entryway, because I was honestly a little stuck, because I was like, what is there? I can't even remember. But then I remembered that there's a huge mirror there. So I ended up putting the mirror there. Eventually, once I remember, just trying to add more plants, as you can see, just trying to get the vibe. And I do come up for the loft as well. I love this pop of yellow that I've added in the top. I did use hidden objects to get the eco lifestyle bed and all that, but it just looks so good, so I had to. And there we go, there. Added the mirror and add a little plant. And then I think I just go in and add like all the finishing touches, like the fire alarm and like toilet paper, garbage, all that good stuff that I usually forget. Yeah, see, there we go. Garbages, toilet paper, mailbox. Oh, mailbox. There you go. That's a good one. There you go. Almost forgot. Oh, and the solar panels. Yeah, there you go. All right, and that's it for this speed build, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And Becca, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you enjoy playing in this house, because it is just for you, girl. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!